trailing by 10 at the closing of this second quarter. Here's a handoff. Agunbawali over the left tackle, runs on the numbers, the 30. He's down to the Kansas City 29. And there's another timeout taken with 18 seconds to go in the first half, and a 13-3 Chiefs lead with the Texans now facing fourth down, and the ball resting at the Kansas City 29. So they got their field goal unit out there to try to tack on 3 more. They missed earlier on a 55-yarder.
He's got to make this one now.
He's got to.
I like the play call there to run it. You force them to go ahead and have to call a timeout, and they got much more manageable field goal range. I'm actually a little surprised the Chiefs were so soft against that run. You had to be expecting that on third and forever.
So here is a 48-yard field goal try by Fairbairn. His longest outside ever, 54 yards back in 2018. This is a 48-yard field goal to get a few more points on the board before the half. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is through. Good on a 48-yard Fairbairn field goal for the Houston Texans. And now, with 16 seconds to go in the first half, 13-6, with the Chiefs holding on to a lead of 7.
A reminder to stay with us for the NFL playoffs on Westwood One Halftime Report, sponsored by Wendy's. Scott Graham will preview Game 2 of our divisional playoff doubleheader between the Commanders and the Lions, and Scott will talk with Dan Campbell. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Let's step back and get your thoughts on the first half so far.
It's just unbelievable, Kevin, that the Texans have outgained the Chiefs by 50 yards. It feels like they're getting better of the action, and yet they're down by a touchdown because the Chiefs have gotten some big plays, and just the unforced errors by the Texans. The kickoff return, the untimely penalties, the missed field goal, the poor pocket presence sacks by Stroud. The Texans are just doing the little things that really prevent you from beating a team as good as the Chiefs.
Ramahio is back with P. Ryan for the Chiefs to get this kickoff. It'll be taken inside the 5-yard line by Ramahio at a 65-yard kickoff return to start the game. He takes this up to the 25, and he's brought down there on a return on the play of about, 20 yards or so, and they're going to mark him at the 26. And the Chiefs will have 10 seconds on the clock. My guess is they'll go to a knee and take a 7-point lead to the locker room. Yep, that's exactly what they'll do. They got their formation out there where the quarterback is covered, and he'll get the snap, and Mahomes will go to a knee, and that will be all she wrote for the first half. So the Texans probably would have taken this, though, right? Against the defending Super Bowl champs and a 15-win team and down by just 7.
The longer they can stay within one score, the better, the tighter the Chiefs will be. The Texans did a lot of positive things there in the first half. They got to feel good about everything other than those unforced errors we talked about.
They met in Week 16. The Chiefs led by 7 at halftime. Today, Kansas City leads by 7 at halftime. The Chiefs won Week 16, 27-19, and our score here, 13-6, Chiefs over Houston. First half is in the books, and Scott Graham rejoins us from the Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. Get a business insurance quote online in as little as 6 minutes. Visit Progressive.com. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer. Shop the Sherwin-Williams Winter Sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 17th through the 27th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your bedroom, living room, or home office, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Welcome to the NFL Playoffs Halftime Report on Westwood One. Sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast. Like a breakfast baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's. Now, here's your host, Rich Eisen.
Welcome back to our Westwood One. Scott Graham with you here, and we are at halftime now at Arrowhead Stadium. The Kansas City Chiefs on top of the Houston Texans by a score of 13-6. This is game number 1 of our doubleheader today here on Westwood One. Game number 2 tonight is the other number 1 seed, the Detroit Lions, playing at home against the Washington Commanders. Now, this is a Detroit Lions team this season with 5 games of 40 or more points, and in those same games, 0 turnovers. That's the best in NFL history. Also the first team in NFL history with 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers, all with 1,000 scrimmage yards on the season. Where does that come from? The quarterback, Jared Goff. I talked with his head coach, Dan Campbell, this week and asked what it was that saw Goff just take that move from great last year to another level this year. Was it simply one more year of experience?
I really believe that's what it is. I do, Scott. I think this guy is, he's continuing to grow. I made this comment a few weeks back. I feel like he's stepping into his prime. Like he's just now getting into that window. You know, and here he is, he's 30 years old. So he's just continued to grow and develop. And it's like, you know, you get asked these questions about players or, you know, when you're coaching this level or how do you keep getting better? You're like anything else, man. Don't you want to keep learning? And that's what this guy's done, man. He's like a sponge. He watches hours and hours of tape. He wants to know what the game plan, how we see it, what can they do. He's beginning to have his own ideas on what he sees. Hey, I know you talked about this, but if they're going to roll to this coverage, why can't I check to the, we're getting on higher level things now to where he's seeing the game so much more clearly. And he's able to make adjustments. And the more he grows, the more our offense grows. Like, he can take us to places we haven't been able to go.
The other quarterback playing in this game has made quite a case for himself over the course of his first year, and in a playoff game was in a lot of ways dominant. How many problems does Jaden Daniels present for a defense, not simply because he's capable of running, but also because of a lot of different things like recognition of what's going on and where he can use his tools best?
Yeah, he has a lot of problems. Like, I'm sitting there trying to count on my fingers how many problems. He's an issue. He's an issue. And I mean, what a talent. I think what's really impressive about him is he just doesn't get frazzled. You know, for a young player, a young quarterback, to watch him every week, he knows where to go with the football. He understands his offense. He plays pretty fast. And then it's like, if it's not there or something happened, receiver fell down, man, he's got the composure and the athletic ability. He just kind of buys time in the pocket. He moves a little bit, man. He's, and your eyes downfield, and then he'll leave. But he doesn't always leave. I mean, he can hurt you in the pocket scrambling. He can certainly hurt you outside running. And I think everybody sees the athletic ability and the speed and all that, but it's really the fact that he's a rookie and he stays pretty calm. I think that he doesn't make a lot of errors. That's pretty impressive for a young guy.
Jaden Daniels is trying to become the 5th rookie quarterback to make the conference championship game. Dan Campbell and company trying to get in the way tonight at Ford Field. Stay tuned for part 2 of our divisional round doubleheader. Kevin Kugler, Mike Mayock, and Laura Oakman standing by for all the action live from Detroit. We begin at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on most of these same stations. Our halftime score right now in Kansas City, the Chiefs 13, the Houston Texans 6. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Right now at Verizon, you can get one line for less than you think. Just $50 per month when you bring your phone, which is less than you spend on Bella's Dog Walker and Glam Squad every week. Get one line on Unlimited Welcome for $50 per month with autopay plus taxes and fees at your local NYC Verizon store today. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on Unlimited Welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Are your tires ready for the harsh winter roads ahead? Then go to Town Fair Tire for the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin winter tires, offering shorter stopping distances on ice and snow, thanks to their exceptional grip, along with predictable handling in cold, dry, and wet wintry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin winter tires and the most free services for life, get to Town Fair, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brand best discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Damon John here, the People Shark. I want to share a secret that's changing people's lives. There is a company called National Debt Relief that can help you get out of debt faster than you ever thought possible, like 12 to 48 months from now. With National Debt Relief, you can cut your minimum credit card payments by 50% and pay as little as $250 a month. Imagine, instead of paying multiple high interest payments every month, you can make one low monthly program payment, plus you can get approved in just a few minutes. They've helped hundreds of thousands of people just like you. Trust me when I tell you, National Debt Relief's got your back and can help you get back on track.
To learn how you can reduce your credit card debt and become debt-free, call 800-467-7711. 800-467-7711. Again, that's 800-467-7711.
Don't wait. Apply today.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs and Super Bowl 59.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Welcome back to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Scott Graham. Your small business keeps you on the go. Progressive Commercial Insurance keeps your policy within reach with their easy-to-use mobile app. Learn more at Progressive.com. 7-point lead for the Kansas City Chiefs at the break. Don't forget, we've got doubleheader action coming your way tomorrow as well. First, the L.A. Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, followed by the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Our coverage tomorrow begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The NFL Playoff Halftime Report on Westwood One has been sponsored by Wendy's. Freshen up your morning with Wendy's breakfast, like a breakfast Baconator. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's at participating U.S. Wendy's. Our halftime score, Kansas City 13, Houston 6. When we return, Kevin Harlan and Ross Tucker have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all three. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
And Doug.
Limu wanted me to tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. He says because we all like to save a buck. No, okay, he said with the extra cash, you can lease a new truck. Wait, he said he went to middle school with geese and ducks? Actually, I think Limu just said squawk.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
T-Mobile 5G home internet keeps getting better. Get our fastest connection loaded with benefits. Get T-Mobile's best home internet starting at $55 a month with auto pay and any voice line. Plus, price lock. We won't raise your rate on internet. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/home internet.
Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Guarantees regular monthly rate plan price of fixed wireless 5G internet data with qualifying service. After $15 bill credit with postpaid voice line plus $5 a month without auto pay with debit or bank account. Regulatory fees included for qualifying accounts. $35 connection charge applies. Speeds vary due to factors affecting cellular networks.
You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. We're from frigid Arrowhead, 6-degree wind chill temperature. So it's 21, and the wind chills at about, the wind is blowing between 17 and 26 miles an hour. We're going to check in with Olivia Harlan-Decker on the sideline in just a second. Let's check the halftime stats, sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job site, you need a hiring platform. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Mahomes, 7 of 13, 114 through the air. He's run it twice for 14 yards. Stroud, 6 of 10, and 102 yards through the air. Stroud has run it 3 times for 32. Mixon 11 times for 45. Nothing else except for Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 72 yards, including a 49-yarder that was absolutely terrific. Ross, Houston's going to get the ball on the opening kickoff of the second half here in this divisional playoff game.
And honestly, Kevin, they've moved the ball better than I was expecting in this game. They have gotten in the Chiefs' territory on all 4 of their drives, but they only have 6 points to show for it. They need to do it again, but this time get 6.
They've had drives of 10, 6 plays, 8 plays, and 9 plays. But they're right in it, down by 7. But this is how the Chiefs have kind of played all season, isn't it? It's not that they're playing fast and loose. It's just that they get everybody's best shot as a defending champion. This is just the world they live in.
And they still find a way, somehow, some way, to win close games. NFL record 16 straight. That just defies all logic.
It is amazing. It's time for the start of the second half, sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app. Chiefs will kick off, red jerseys, white pants, as it is getting darker and darker here in Kansas City. With the kickoff here, retrieved on the run at the 10 to the 20, up the middle to 30, and a run by Woods between the hash marks as he was cutting with a flag thrown on the play. Right now, he's at the 32, and let's see what that flag is about with just 4 seconds gone here in the third quarter.
Very late flag, by the way. It's almost like he couldn't pull it out of the holster. And the Texans are going backwards.
Yep, looks like it's going to be against Houston, and this goes to a point you made in the first half about
during the return.
Penalties.
Holding. Number 29 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
If they wouldn't commit these penalties, this game might even be closer than it is.
They are killing themselves. That time it was M.J. Stewart. I think it's a good call. He had the right hand outside on Najee Johnson and was pulling it. Clearly restricted movement. I support the penalty. The Texans have to be smarter.
So the penalty pushes back the Texans. First play, second half, they're 18. Stroud under center, gets the snap, hands to Mixon, trying to wheel, and he was brought down immediately on the play. And a guy in the secondary, Shamari Connor, comes shooting through, brings him down, and a gain of about a half yard. That's it. Now it's second down, long 9, second half underway here at Arrowhead.
So interesting, isn't it, how often there are Chiefs defensive backs in the backfield? You just don't see that as often as you do with the Chiefs because of how much pressure Spagnuolo, their D coordinator, brings.
Second down, 9, outside the 18 of Houston, under center Stroud. Fake end around, quick throw. Mixon got a block at the 20 on the numbers, the 25, and taken down from behind by Najee Johnson in the secondary on a gain of 6, short pass. Thrown laterally, 3rd and 3 for Houston. First possession, second half.
Really creative play call there by the Texans. They had Mixon lined up in the slot, then he came around in what they call orbit motion behind Stroud and then ran a screen.
Now Stroud will be in the shotgun with a 3rd and 3 at his own Texan 25. He gets the snap, he hands to Mixon, bullets up the middle. He's got the first down over the center of the 30 between the hash marks. He's up to the 33, gain of 8. They needed that on 3rd and 3. Wide to the field, and Olivia Harlan-Decker.
Well, Texans coach D'Amico Ryan's really happy with how his defense started. First couple series, very pleased with, but said we got to buckle down as we led up that last drive. That scoring drive was the only time the Chiefs showed that explosiveness. He says we got to buckle down. We'll be fine. Efficient offensively. He's really happy with his offense. More on Andy Reid after.
You got it. 1st and 10. In the eye, Texans at their 33 after the first down run by Mixon. Tight end in motion, the snap, the spin, handoff Mixon, a fullback block. He cuts outside, 35 on the numbers, the 40, and taken down right there on a gain of about 7. Now it'll be 2nd down, Olivia, and 3 to go. Back to you.
Andy Reid just showing his reverence for this Texans team, saying they're a really good team. We knew this, and we're seeing this. They're playing well, as Ross mentioned. They're outgaining us. But really happy with his plays from Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce. Those are their stars.
What kind of father would let their daughter work in conditions like this? My goodness.
A good one.
Yeah. Thank you for the report. 2nd down, 3, ball at the 40-yard line. Stroud, the Houston quarterback, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back 7, has time, sets now, he'll run. He'll pump fake and run along the 40, laterally to the far sideline, got to about the 44-yard line, and he's got the first down. Near the 45, a good run by the quarterback. The quarterback's running, and Ross, you talked about this earlier. That has been a difference in the game.
It's been huge, and there's 2 things I love about that play. 1, Stroud knowing, hey, I can run and get this first down, and 2, how about Olivia Harlan-Decker, the true pro, to say, you know what, I'll tell you about Andy Reid after this play. Let me hear my dad call the play, then come back. It's like she grew up in the industry.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, what she's learned. 1st and 10 from the 45. Houston on the move. Shotgun snap to Stroud and a whistle blown and a penalty against the Texans.
Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So we had somebody come up here into our booth at halftime, and they're having problems with the microphones, and we've heard it right there. We've not been affected, but these wireless mics are having a hard time, either with the weather, the temperature, whatever. But we just heard Clay Martin struggling with some technical issues on the field.
And I think it was Irv Smith that had the false start, who they had to pick up to put in at tight end.
1st and 15, 40-yard line of the Texans. Under center Stroud, the snap, the spin, handoff to Pierce, tried to run laterally and brought down to the play, no place to run. And Udike Azuma comes through and makes the stop on that Chiefs defensive line, and the loss of 4 puts him back, Ross, to the 46-yard line of Houston.
It's like the Texans are doing their best Paula Abdul impersonation in this game. They take 2 steps forward, then they take 2 steps back, almost every drive.
Wait a minute.
Did you get that reference?
Yeah, I did. I never thought, as we put on the headsets 2.5 hours ago, we would hear that. 2nd and 19. Stroud in the gun, his own 36. Here's a 5-man rush and a quick throw up the middle and a backpedaling catch on the hash at the 50. It's caught there by Hutchinson, trilled as he got it on the logo. He picks up 14, and now it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Texans. Big throw. Listen, every time he throws up the middle, there's room.
Yeah, they need to keep going to that. They have found something there with the slot receivers running right at the safety. That's their best thing. It was press man from McDuffie. Credit Hutchinson for getting away from the all-pro corner.
Pierce is still in. It's 3rd and 5. The ball right at the 50 on the first possession of the second half. Stroud the shotgun snap, quick throw, first down catch, Schultz. He got the ball chest high, trapped it against his chest on the hash. 44 Kansas City. It's a first down. Our score here, with about 5 minutes gone in the third quarter, 13-6 Chiefs. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
5 straight completions for the Texans. They keep converting these third downs. They are 5 for 5 now, getting in Chiefs territory when they have the ball.
Offset eye, Mixon is in. Stroud under center, gets the snap, hands off. Mixon over the right tackle, got a block at the 40 on the numbers, and down to the Kansas City 38-yard line, brought down in the secondary by the Chiefs defensive back Johnson. It is now 2nd down and 3, a good-looking drive, and the Texans are moving the ball down by a touchdown.
They can win this game. I'm not saying they're gonna, but they can win this game. They have really played well so far. They haven't come in intimidated at all. Continue to be outgaining the Chiefs significantly in this game. Now, they're outgaining them by 100 yards.
9-play, 44-yard drive. They've got it 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs 38. Stroud under center, handoff Mixon, picking and poking his way over the right guard. On the hash, dives to the 36 of the Chiefs, picks up 2, and now Ross 3rd and 1 for the Texans, trailing 13-6.
Yeah, I think it's a long one. I love the idea of a play-action pass deep shot here. If you don't get it, then go for it on 4th down. I think D'Amico Ryans knows that. Hopefully, he's telling his coordinator, Bobby Slowick, hey, Bobby, you got 2 down. Let's try to get a touchdown here.
And on 3rd down today, the Texans 6 of 10, I formation, Stroud under center. It's 3rd and 1, the fake handoff, rolling is Stroud, cocks his arm, being chased down the sideline, throws, and caught on the far side by Collins at the 24-yard line of the Chiefs on the sideline. What a throw by Stroud! What a throw of 12! Heavily pressured, running out of room, angling to the sideline, and completes it with an incredible Collins catch on a dive.
Yeah, Collins was laid out. The Texans going right on the football so that the Chiefs don't have a chance to challenge it, but it looked to me like a good catch.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 25 of the Chiefs. Stroud shotgun snap, throws in a backpedaling catch to the tight end, Smith. Flag thrown. He got it on a backpedal. 19 of the Chiefs on that far sideline. And he spun around, and there was a flag.
Offense number 86. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's on the other tight end, Dalton Schultz, who's had a good couple catches today and runs.
This is just crazy at this point, how many penalties the Texans have. Self-inflicted wounds. He was running off against Najee Johnson. He didn't need to put his hand on him. Now, I don't like that call because I feel like Schultz has the right to run up the field. Najee Johnson initiated the contact. Najee Johnson was not trying to fight over the top. That is a poor call by the official.
So now, 1st and 20, Pierce the back, offset eye, Chiefs 34, Stroud under center, snap, spin, handoff to Pierce as he corkscrews by a defender, broke the tackle inside the numbers, got to the 28 of the Chiefs, running over the left tackle, picked up 6. 2nd down, 14. Our clock in the 3rd is under 7 minutes. The Texans have had it the entire time with a good-looking drive. They're down by 7.
Don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox later today when the Washington Commanders meet the Detroit Lions in the divisional playoffs. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL playoffs on Fox.
This is a 12-play drive. 13th play of the drive coming up right now. 2nd down, 14. Chiefs 28, back to pass Stroud, line drive up the middle, backpedaling catch on the hash mark at the 15, made by Xavier Hutchinson, and he backpedaled down to the 14 of the Chiefs. That is close to a 1st down, but probably short by a yard. 13-yard pickup, 3rd and 1 for Houston.
This is interesting. I think they'll run it here to try to get the 1st down because it's another unique opportunity to try to get in the end zone, but they've had some success running it to the left side behind Laramie Tunsil and Titus Howard.
The Texans break huddle with a single back Mixon. They've got it 3rd and 1 inside the Chiefs 15. Stroud under center, gets the snap, hands off Mixon, dives across the guard, flag is thrown. His run gets him the 1st down, but let's see what the flag says as he got inside the Chiefs 14, running over the left tackle. Right now, the penalties, 6 on the Texans, 1 on the Chiefs.
Illegal motion. Offense number 83.
Unbelievable.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
If they go on to lose, we can explain why with these penalties.
They are killing themselves. I mean, they got the 1st down easily, absolutely easily, and now they're backed up. Now it's third and medium. It's interesting, too, Kev, because I'm watching another angle of the Hutchinson catch on second down. I think he got a poor spot.
I think he got a poor spot. That should have been a first down, right?
He should have gotten the first down. That's very unfortunate.
5-yard penalty, 3rd and 6. Agunbowale the back, Stroud in the gun. He looks at 6 in the Kansas City secondary. He's at the Chiefs 19. 4 wide, 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap. Here comes a 5-man rush. He dodges one defender. He runs from the 25, far side 20, 15, and he goes and dives for a first down, and he was hit low, and he's got it. He got the first down. The quarterback, Stroud, running to the far sideline, angling down to the 13 of the Chiefs in a first down run of 7.
Absolutely love what I'm seeing from C.J. Stroud in this game. Not just throwing the football, but running it, and he is playing for keeps. He knew he had to put his shoulder down to get the first down. He ran right through Justin Reed. C.J. Stroud is trying to win the biggest game of his life.
I love the play calls, too, by Bobby Slowick, their offensive coordinator. Here we go. We have the Texans down by 7. They've had it the entire third quarter. 4.5 to go. 13 of the Chiefs. I formation. 1st and 10. Hand off Mixon. Goes by the 10. Got a block at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Mixon with a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point from tying the game. What a drive. What a drive to begin the second half in Kansas City for the Houston Texans.
Absolutely incredible. Over a 10-minute drive. It's a wind-back play. So all of the flow is going left, but then the fullback Beck cuts it back right, and Mixon goes right behind him. All the Chiefs overran it the other way. A relatively easy touchdown run.
Fairbairn will try the extra point and try to tie. Snap is down, kick is away, and no good. He misses an extra point. Can you believe he misses the extra with the wind in his back? And Houston trails by 1. A missed extra point by the Texans. And that has been the story of their day. They've been heavily penalized, and now they miss the extra point. Timeout taken, 4:36, third quarter, 13-12 Chiefs. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Are you ready? Because the 2025 Kia K4 deserves not some, but all of your attention. The sleekness of its advanced LED lighting will have you standing out on whichever road you go down. Its class-leading second-row legroom allows you to experience a level of comfort you didn't know existed. The available dual-display digital cockpit brings the action right to you. With all of these premium features and more, the Kia K4 is ready to unlock a journey that others can only dream of, and a styling so mesmerizing you can't look away. The 2025 Kia K4. Visit your local Kia dealer to test drive one today. Kia, movement that inspires. Comparison based on publicly available data regarding second-row legroom in 2024-2025 compact sedans as of November 2024. Compact sedan class as defined by Kia segmentation.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the relief hotline at 800-390-0766, 800-390-0766, 800-390-0766.
15-play drive by the Texans to begin the second half, and they get a touchdown, but they miss the extra point. 1-point game in Kansas City. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 82-yard drive, 15 plays, 10-24, and they get the 13-yard touchdown run by Mixon. Joe Mixon takes it in, playing on a bad ankle. Now the Texans will kick off. Remigio is back, along with P. Ryan. Wind at the back of Fairbairn, who missed the extra point. It's short. It's taken at the 5. And Remigio will take it on the numbers of 20. Far sideline 30. Breaks the tackle 35. Flag thrown on the play. 4:30 to play in the third. Most every penalty today has gone against the Houston Texans, and they've come at the worst possible time. They are working on the Kansas City defensive lineman, Chris
return.
Jones.
Perfect. Number 2 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Timeout on the field.
So that goes against the Chiefs. The clock at 4:30. They are working on the calf, which has been a problem for Chris Jones for the Chiefs on their defensive line. It's a 1-point game at Kansas City. Third quarter of play. Chiefs leading at 13-12. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to NFL Flag. In this game, there's a position for everyone. No matter who you are.
Let's go! Show what you got!
Lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field, and start having fun. This is flag football, and this game is our game. Visit NFL.com to find a league and get playing today. 1, 2, 3, let's play!
When you buy a new house, you might say,
Shut the front door.
winning!
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
that's right, the local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So, just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Ross Tucker and the legend Kevin Harlan here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Olivia Harlan-Decker is down on the sidelines. Game plan with Grainger to gain a competitive advantage. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by for the supplies and solutions to help keep your business moving forward.
How many 10-minute drives you think the playoffs have ever seen? I mean, not ever. 10-minute drive?
How often do you think the Chiefs have been more than doubled up in time of possession?
Oh, my goodness.
In yardage with 20 minutes left in a home playoff game. It's incredible that they have the lead still. Just incredible.
That was, by the way, the 13th 10-minute drive since 2000 in the NFL playoffs. So here come the Chiefs. First possession, second half, 4:30 in the third. Mahomes under center, his own 19. Gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls, cocks his arm, throws on the run, hits Kelsey 20. Inside the numbers, the 30, runs to the middle of the field, the 35. Flag thrown on the play. As again, he catches and runs. And let's see what this flag is.
Holding. Offense number 65. Penalties half the distance to the goal. Replay the down.
That's on Trey Smith, as good as you'll find in the NFL as a guard in this league.
I love Trey Smith. He might be my favorite player in the NFL, favorite offensive lineman. I love how physical he is and throwing down defensive linemen. In this instance, I think that's a bad call. I'm looking at it again.
It is too.
He got taken down by the D tackle, pulled him down by the helmet. That is a bad call.
So now it's 1st and 19, and the ball inside the Kansas City 10. in a one-point game late in this third quarter. Here's handoff Pacheco over the left tackle. The 15 runs on the far side of the field and outside the numbers, diving to the 19 of the Chiefs. Picks up 9, and Ross, that sets up second down and 10.
And Kevin, there have been a couple of questionable calls go against the Texans. I thought the Will Anderson roughing the passer, the Dalton Schultz offensive pass interference, that's one that went against the Chiefs that was questionable as well.
Night is creeping into Kansas City here in the Midwest. 6 degrees is the wind chill temperature. Second down, 9. Chiefs at their own 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Left tackle block. Tons of time. Looking, bouncing up and down on the balls of his feet. Now runs and zigzags out of traffic. Runs up the middle of the 20 between the hash marks to the 22, where he was tackled and trying to find an escape hatch and only found 2 yards. Third down and 7 to go for the Chiefs, approaching 3 to play in the third. 13-12 Kansas City.
Boy, this is a big play, and I think Andy Reid knows it. He's looking at the play sheet right now, picking out his favorite 3rd and 6 to 8 yard play because he knows they got to have it. Cannot put his defense back out on the field after the Texans just had that incredibly long drive.
Pirine the back, 3rd and 6. Mahomes in the gun. The Chiefs 23. Looks at a 4-man front. Here's a 4-man rush in the shotgun snap and a quick throw, and it's caught over the middle by Kelsey on the numbers to 30. Runs on the numbers to the 35, and he's got the first down. Another big-time play by Kelsey. Gain of 12 on the catch and run. On 3rd and 6, they'll be the Chiefs at their own 35.
You know what I'm doing from now on, Kevin?
What's that?
Every critical 3rd down, right before the snap, I'm going to say to you, I'd look for Kelsey here, Kev, because you're going to be right like 80% of the time. It is uncanny. If you're the Texans, how is that the guy you leave wide open? How is that the guy that's not covered on a critical 3rd down in a playoff game? Have they watched football before?
Good question, because Kelsey now 3 catches and over 80 yards. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He breaks the tackle, runs out of the pocket. He's on the 30. He gets a block at the 35. He's dancing on the field and then drilled hard at the 39. There's a flag, too. To'o is the one to get him. They may call a helmet-to-helmet on a big-time hit on Kelsey, and another flag thrown by the Clay Martin crew here at Arrowhead.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 39. 16-yard penalty.
I strongly dislike that call. I really don't like it. It wasn't even really a slide, Kev. He kind of just dropped. You know, it wasn't like a slide that you see coming. He had 2 Houston defenders coming near him, so he just dropped his rear to the ground right as they were about to hit him. I mean, I don't see how those guys were supposed to pull up in that situation with that late of a butt drop from Mahomes.
8 penalties, 82 yards against the Texans. Now with the penalty at the Houston 46. Shotgun snap, Mahomes throws in a backpedaling catch on a short throw made by Noah Gray. A backpedaling belt-high grab on the 40-yard line of Houston. Right on the numbers. That's a gain of 5. It'll be second down and 5. And here in Kansas City with exactly a minute to go in the third, it's the Chiefs 13-12 over the Texans. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Second down and 4. Mahomes today, 9 of 15, 132. He's in the gun from the 40 of the Texans. Shotgun snap, left tackle block, pocket crumbling, grabbed, and he throws as he's being torn to the grass. Incomplete. Hunter had a hand on him. Hunter was knocking him off balance, and Mahomes, to save the sack, threw it away. Incomplete.
Hunter and Will Anderson meeting at the quarterback again. Straight bull rush by both of those guys. They needed them to come up and play huge in this game, and they have.
They've been fun to watch. What a defense of Houston. Third down and 4. Clock at 39 seconds in the third. Mahomes in the gun from the Texan 40, leading by 1. He's in the shotgun, receivers in tight. He gets the low snap. He drops back. He throws across the middle. It's grabbed between the hash marks on a very shallow cross by Gray. He was belted hard, shy of the 35, but the yards should get him the first down.
Yeah, they moved the ball back when they spotted it a little bit.
Oh, they did. Yeah, you're right.
I think he's a little shy of that 36-yard line. They're calling it a first down there, but this might be a replay assist situation.
So the three officials are around the ball. And is it fourth down? It is, right? Fourth down.
Yeah, they moved it.
Assist. The runner is short of the line of game. It's fourth down.
Alshire is the one that made the tackle. His elbow hit, right?
Yeah, the ball should be at about the 36.25. I think this is a bad spot. It's at like closer to the 37. It should be closer to the 36 than it is to the 37. They have it closer to the 37. I would expect the Chiefs to go for it here regardless in the fourth quarter.
Chiefs are going to have the wind in the fourth quarter and zeros on the clock. And the Chiefs lead the Texans 13-12 at the end of 3. Let's step aside. You're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
You okay?
I can't sleep with this cough.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with NyQuil VapoCool. It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
So you ready to get some sleep? Thank you, NyQuil VapoCool.
NyQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing nighttime coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Now Taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito or maybe even a Honey Buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Today's broadcast of the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One is sponsored in part by the official NFL app, by Granger, Indeed.com, Barbasol Shaving Cream, by Progressive Insurance, and by BetMGM, the official odds provider for Westwood One. Please gamble responsibly. Good read. Kansas City is 10 of 11 and 4th and 1 this year. The one stop was against the Texans, and here they go as we start the fourth quarter with the wind at their back and leading by 1 with the 4th and 1, Ross, at their own 43. Lining up right now in the pistol, Mahomes. Hunt is back there. Couple tight ends, one of which is in motion. There's the shotgun snap. Hand off to Hunt. Backpedals his way over the right guard on the hash, and he's got the first down. Working his way just inside the 35 of the Texans. Chiefs, 1st and 10.
Boy, was that a good signing by the Chiefs to bring him back.
Right? Wow.
You know, he gives them that power and banger element. You know, the Texans got good push up front and penetration, and that was actually a play where they could easily have called the right guard, Trey Smith, for a hold. That was more of a hold than the play that they called him for a hold.
First and 10. Chiefs inside the 35 of Houston. Shotgun snap. Handoff Hunt over the right tackle. Bulldozing his way on the hash. Moving a pile. Pushed by his teammates. And down to the 26-yard line of Houston. What a run. He is a sledgehammer. Kareem Hunt with a big-time move. And is he down? Nope, he jumps right back up, picking up 9, second down and 1.
You know, Kevin, that reminds me, there was a time when I was playing and the umpire called a holding penalty on me. And I said, that is a horrible call. I blatantly held him the 2 previous plays. And now you call that one?
Yeah. And he said?
He was not amused.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't. Maybe another flag. Second down and 1. Here's a shotgun snap to Mahomes from the Houston 26. Line drive down the middle. Bell-eye catch made by the curling Kelsey. 15 on the hash mark 10. Broken tackle and pounds his way to the 8. Kelsey has done it again. Over 100 yards. Receiving tonight. 18-yard pickup there. First and goal Chiefs at the 8 of Houston.
Playoff Kelsey is fully engaged. He's running a route against the nickel corner there, Miles Bryant. You like that if you're the Texans, right? He's a quicker nickel back. You think he has the advantage in coverage against a bigger, slower tight end in Kelsey, but Kelsey's crafty and just spun him around for another big play.
It's first and goal. The Chiefs at the 8 of the Houston Texans. Mahomes in the gun, gets the snap, drops back 3, pressured, grabs, sack, flag thrown. He goes down at the 12. Illegal motion maybe on the Chiefs even? Let's see what this is. 12:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. We're just underway.
Big little shift on the offense. Number 9 and number 1 were both moving and both did not reset prior to the snap. Penalties decline. Second down.
And the Chiefs, with the penalty now, will have it back at the 13 of the Houston Texans and a goal to go.
The road to Super Bowl 59 continues tomorrow with the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax with 2 more games and a lot more action. Don't miss the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Visit watch.nfl.com for the full schedule.
Pacheco the back, good read. Second down and goal, 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, sets in the pocket, hit, escapes, runs. He's on the numbers of 10, runs laterally on the 10, stiff arms his way. And then he hits the chalk, and it looked like To'o may have gotten a late hit, but there's no yellow on the field. He picked up on the play about maybe a half yard, if that. I mean, let's see where they spot it, because it was all convoluted on the sideline. He's just inside the Houston 12.
Good job by the officials. They didn't fall for it that time. Mahomes slowed down before he went out of bounds and then act like it was a late hit. He has mastered that.
Inside the 12 of Houston, Kansas City 3rd and goal, leading by 1 fourth quarter. Mahomes in the gun, receivers in tight. He gets the knee-high shotgun snap, and he's grabbed, and he throws as he's being tackled, and it was caught in the end zone by Kelsey. What a grab by Kelsey, but what a play by Mahomes. 11-yard touchdown pass as he was being dragged from behind and threaded the needle, and there he found the belt buckle of Kelsey, who catches it 5 yards deep in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You have got to be kidding me. You've all that are driving around right now, you've seen Mahomes magic before. That was textbook Mahomes magic. His knee was just about to hit the ground as he let go of the football.
Butker extra point, good for the Chiefs, and 11:52 to go. That will go on the highlight reel for Mahomes, literally being dragged down from behind and throws as he is hitting the grass, and he, in the middle of a nest of defenders, completes the touchdown pass to Kelsey. This is Westwood One's coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Is there a safe space for me? Who will listen to me when no one gets it? How will I handle it all?
How can I keep going like this?
We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7. Learn more at 988.ny.gov. Brought to you by the New York State Office of Mental Health.
Town Fair Tire is Connecticut's largest name brand discount tire dealer. We give you the guaranteed lowest prices on all name brand tires and honor all manufacturers' rebates. We even honor our competitors' rebates. With over 100 stores from Connecticut through New England and an inventory of over 600,000 tires, you'll always get the right tire at the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brand best discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Ross Tucker and the man, Kevin Harlan, here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Olivia Harlan-Decker is down on the sidelines. Game changers count on Grainger for professional-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by to get what you need.
The Chiefs have gone up 20-12 on the Houston Texans. The 11-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey. When it looked like the quarterback was going to go down and get sacked, he somehow, just before his knee hit the grass, launched the line drive throw. Kelsey was in the middle of the end zone, but he had defenders in back, on the side, in front. The pass threaded through by Mahomes. Another remarkable throw. They're going to bring it out of the end zone on the kickoff. This is Xavier Hutchinson from the 20 to the 25. Breaks a tackle at the 30 on the painted numbers for Houston. And he's out to about the 33-yard line. And we'll take a break. 11:43 to go here in the fourth. And Kansas City has taken a 20-12 lead over the Texans. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Mayday. We've been compromised. The pilot's a hitman.
I knew that'd be fun.
This Friday. Tell me how to fly this thing.
Mark Wahlberg. You know what the difference between me and you is? You're gonna die.
Don't shoot him, we need him!
Y'all need a pilot? Flight Risk. Rated R.
Sponsored by Lionsgate. New York football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown, and he throws an awesome block so his teammate can score instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Everyone knows the most exciting part of football is the score. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Place a first touchdown scorer wager today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Time now for our Fact of the Game, sponsored by Liberty Mutual.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Today's fact, Travis Kelce's 9th 100-yard receiving game in the playoffs. That's now the most ever. He and Jerry Rice had been tied with 8. And Kevin, if you're breaking Jerry Rice records, you're doing something.
That is Hall of Fame stuff, right? My goodness. All right, here is a drive of the season coming up for the Houston Texans, who thought they had corralled Mahomes, giving up an 11-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff takes Houston to the 34. trailing 20-12 to Kansas City. 11:43 to go. The crowd is alive with everybody 75,000 plus on their feet on a day that is registering about 6 degrees. It's 1st and 10. Stroud, short pass. It was low and caught. It was off to the tight end, who was Irv Smith, and he's out to the 36, to the field live, and Olivia Harlan-Decker.
After that fun Chiefs touchdown, I watched Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce come back and celebrate and talk about it with teammates. No one's having more fun than the two of them. But I've had the chance to cover Travis Kelce now a few years, and there's no doubt something different about his demeanor. He's been stalking the boundary line on the sideline. I'll tell you more after this play.
2nd down, 8, 36 of Houston. Under center, Stroud fakes the handoff, drops back 7, pass on the numbers. It's caught across the way, grabbed by Nico Collins on the 40 of the Chiefs and taken down right there. And he picks up 24, Olivia, and a 1st down for Houston.
Despite the great dance moves in the end zone after Kelce scored that touchdown, he comes back to the sideline and is so sobering and almost reflective, and he's stalking up and down the line, looking at fans in the stands, making eye contact, pointing to the ground, saying, "This is us, this is our house." Something seems very different and more mature in this Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Kelce has caught 5 for 113 and a gigantic touchdown reception moments ago. Stroud just completed a 24-yard pass to Collins. Chiefs 40. Shotgun snap, Stroud. 1st and 10. Getting a block. Throwing a pass. Incomplete. Far sideline looking for Mixon. Pocket was crumbling. It was getting messy. It's 2nd and 10 for the Texans with the clock at 10:13 to play here in the 4th, and they trailed 20-12.
Stroud had completed 9 straight passes before that throw right there. There's somebody on the sideline,
Nico Collins,
over there for the Texans. They can't run a play here with him in the white like that. Maybe they think he's far enough off.
And Nico Collins has been battling some kind of injury all afternoon and being assisted to again. 2nd down, 10, 40 of the Chiefs. Stroud in the gun, into the wind. He gets the snap. The blitz is on. He throws, and it's a one-handed attempted catch and incomplete. Outside the numbers at the Chiefs 20 on the near sideline and going for Jared Wayne. It's 3rd and 10 for Houston.
Chiefs are really starting to get some pressure on C.J. Stroud now. He had to step up and make that throw to Nico Collins with Chris Jones about to rock him. That time it was Nick Bolton who made him throw it a little bit before he wanted to.
Collins is back out there, the celebrated wide receiver for the Texans. Clock at 10:08 in the 4th. Chiefs on top by 8. 3rd down, 10. At the Kansas City 40, the Houston quarterback Stroud, shotgun snap, blitz is on, he throws it away. They sent Justin Reed, a former Texan, up the middle, and he went untouched and went right at the quarterback, who instead of taking the sack, threw the ball away. It's 4th and 10.
Decision time here.
It is.
For D'Amico Ryans. 4th and 10 at the 40. Looks like he's going to go for it. I like this decision. I know it's only a 1-score game, but the likelihood is you're only going to get 20 yards of field position here if you try to punt it. At a minimum, try to run a hard count here, get a free 5 and or get a free play to take a shot.
Lining up quickly, 4th and 10. With the Texans at the Kansas City 40, the shotgun snap. Here comes a 5-man rush, running for his life, Stroud. Karlaftis has him, and Karlaftis brings him down for the Chiefs. Way back at the Houston Texans 44. What defense by the Chiefs on one of the most important drives of the game. They lose 16, and on downs it goes to Kansas City, and look where they're going to start.
Absolute disaster for the Texans in every way. They were late to get the snap. They had to snap it before they wanted to. The tackles couldn't get off the ball. Stroud cannot take a sack on 4th down.
5 minutes gone in the 4th quarter. 20-12, Chiefs on top. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. today's MVP, Emily Neal's 70-inch TV. Because after watching her second-grade students yell at each other for hours, there's nothing Emily enjoys more than watching super rich housewives also yell at each other. Why? Because those women are not her responsibility. And that's why her TV is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Running your own business can feel a lot like running a one-person relay race. When you've got to expand your team, share the baton with Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform has smart tools to help you attract, screen, and hire quality candidates to your roster. And they don't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. Nix the hassle. Start hiring. Learn more at Indeed.com/credit to expand your team today.
The rosters are in for the 2025 NFL Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. Be there live to celebrate the NFL's biggest stars as they compete in an action-packed AFC versus NFC showdown, featuring flag football and skills competitions at Camping World Stadium on February 2nd. Don't miss NFL legends, celebrity coaches, and unforgettable fan moments. The Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon, Sunday, February 2nd. Tickets are on sale at probowl.com/tickets. Get yours today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with any base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Along with Kevin Harlan and Olivia Harlan-Decker, they're related. I'm Ross Tucker here on Westwood One. You're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
That's it?
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
Cha-ching.
How about good for you. So the Chiefs come up with a big sack on a 4th and 10 of the Houston quarterback, and they take over at the 44 of the Texans. And a handoff on 1st and 10 to Hunt over the right tackle, and he was stoned after a gain of about a yard to the 43 of Houston. 2nd down 9 for the Chiefs. 9:45, clock ticking in the 4th. Chiefs lead 20-12.
I don't remember what formula or theory it is, Kevin, but for every something, there's a separate and opposite reaction or something like that. The Texans being slow to make the decision on 4th down caused the late snap, which caused the sack.
2nd down 9, shotgun snap to Mahomes, 43-yard line of Houston, short pass to Worthy, thrown laterally on a little screen, and he was looking for a block. It never materialized, and he has no gain on the play. And now it'll be 3rd down and 9 after they get nothing on that 2nd down and 9.
The positive, though, is that the Chiefs have kept the clock running on both those first 2 plays. They should not snap the ball on any of these snaps until the play clock is under 5. You're up by a score late in the 4th quarter, 9 minutes left. You want to keep that clock moving.
43 of Houston, Kansas City leading by 8, 3rd and 9, shotgun snap to Mahomes, being pressured. Got a block, being hit as he throws, incomplete, short pass, far sideline, 35 of Houston. So Mario Edwards pressured the pocket, scrambling and running for his wife, Mahomes. It's 4th down. The Chiefs punting unit is on the field, and that was a good defensive series for Houston.
Absolutely. I mean, think about that. The Chiefs took over in Texans territory. Any score, really any yardage by the Chiefs since they have the wind is probably a Butker field goal and probably makes it a 2-score game. The Texans had to have it on that drive defensively, and they got it.
Ariza to punt for the Chiefs from right to left. He gets the belt-high long snap. His left-footed punt is sent down the middle. Woods is under it looking into the dark sky and in the lights of Arrowhead. Fair caught at about the 10. On a 36-yard punt. Let's see where they're going to mark this ball. With the Chiefs on top, 20-12, 8.5 to go. We're in the 4th, and you're listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.
Paramount Plus is your streaming home for the NFL playoffs on CBS.
This weekend in the divisional round presented by Intuit TurboTax, Josh Allen and the Bills host Lamar Jackson and the Ravens for a spot in the AFC Championship. Sunday at 6:30 Eastern, streaming live on Paramount+.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hey, New York football fans, with BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. New York only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Joe Montana here. In my football days, I knew the importance of a strong defense. Now I'm sharing how you can help defend your health against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease. Are you 50 or older like me? The CDC now recommends vaccination against pneumococcal disease. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at increased risk and over 6 times greater risk of hospitalization with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50. Schedule your appointment today at vaxassist.com.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I put on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
You can stream the NFL playoffs on Westwood One for free. Sponsored by Pfizer. Hey, football fans, ready for RSV season?
No.
Check eligibility and schedule an RSV vaccine at taxassist.com.
I don't know why I didn't get that vaccine. My wife said, you better get your RSV back. I did not do it. I should have listened to that read. Maybe after this game, I'm going to go find one.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm
if
sorry.
you already have had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you now are building the antibodies now for it.
All
but
right.
everybody else listening should.
Yes, exactly. The Chiefs just punted. The Texans take over, down by 8, 8.5 to go at their own 7. Under center Stroud, the snap, the spin, the handoff, and it goes to Mixon, who plows his way by the 10, out to the Texans 11, Ross a gain of 4. Second down 6. It is the drive of the season for the division champion Texans right now.
Yeah, even you just saying that gives me chills. I'm just picturing what Stroud said in the huddle to those guys before this drive started. They know what's on the line.
Mixon the back. Quarterback Stroud is under center from his 11. Second down 6. Down by 8. The snap. Makes the handoff, rolls to the near side, being chased, throws a short pass, and it's incomplete on the sideline, looking for Collins, heavily covered by McDuffie. That is elite receiver against elite quarterback. It's a short incompletion, and now it is 3rd and 6 for Houston.
And elite cornerback 1, McDuffie is so good. He was all over him. He actually could have called interference there with his offhand. This is a gigantic play. Look for pressure from the... I'd be stunned, Kevin, if the Chiefs didn't blitz here, given the success they had blitzing on that last series.
And Stroud knows it as he backpedals in the shotgun at his own 11. 3rd down and 6. You can see his breath as he calls the cadence. Shotgun snap, 5-man rush, pump fakes, gets out of harm's way, throws, and it was broken up and incomplete on the far sideline. On a pass that would have been good for the first down to the 25-yard line. It is incomplete. 2 Chiefs are down. There was a heavy collision. It's incomplete on the far sideline in front of the Houston bench. A Chiefs player is down right now. There were 2, now there's 1. Is that Justin Reed?
Justin Reed and Jalen Watson nailed each other. I mean, they say it's friendly fire. That was unfriendly fire.
Wow.
Because those guys both were trying to make a play on the football, and they went right into each other hard, and Reed took the worst of it because Watson hit him hard right in the head and neck area.
Reed is down. Injury for the Chiefs. Clock at 7:42. Chiefs lead at 20-12 over Houston. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Navy Federal Credit Union can help you dominate. Yes! With a 0% intro APR on credit card balance transfers for 12 months. And right now, you could get $250 when you spend $2,500 using a Cash Rewards or Cash Rewards Plus card. Visit NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 15.15% to 18% based on credit worthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATM.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
The down Texan, Justin Reed, or the down Chief, former Texan, Justin Reed, walks off under his own power. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs in Super Bowl 59.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, on Odyssey Sports Station.
Tommy Townsend is going to punt 5 yards deep in the end zone to our left for the white-clad Houston Texans. The wind will be in his face, and it is 20 miles an hour and higher, with the temperature, with the wind chill of 5 degrees in Kansas City. And he gets the long snap in the punt. Remahio is back and lets it bounce in front of him and out of bounds in Houston territory. It was not a good punt. It was grabbed by the wind, and I think it's going to be at about the 40, let's see where they're going to mark this ball, in Texan territory, 45-yard line in Houston. That's only a 34-yard punt, but that wind is stiff.
Really, really poor punt. And it's interesting because Townsend, when he's been punting this direction, he knows what you know, Kev, about the wind here. He's been trying to punt line drives in this direction so that it doesn't get up in the air as much.
So here is Mahomes, 13-21, 164, a Kelsey touchdown pass. And they get it after the Houston punt at the Houston 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, 4-man rush, quick throw, belt-high catch. Kelsey on the hash mark at the 40. And he gains on the play 4, 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs, who lead at 20-12, and the clock ticking at 7:18 to play in the fourth quarter.
So it's interesting because obviously the Chiefs are trying to shorten the game as much as they can and run clock, but rather than come out and run it on that first down, they went empty set, threw a short pass to Kelsey. You wonder if Andy Reid trusts that connection more than trying to run the rock.
41-yard line of Houston, 2nd and 6 for the Chiefs. Shotgun snap, handoff on over the right tackle, the 40, the 35, on the painted numbers and down to the 30-yard line of Houston. Big-time run, picks up 11, first down for the Chiefs. And each team with 3 timeouts, and the clock ticking at 6:40 with the Chiefs leading by 8 here in the fourth.
Man, that is such a cool play with the eye candy. They had Xavier Worthy going in jet motion, which is in front of the quarterback to the right. The fullback tight end came back to the left, and then Hunt cut it all the way back. The Texans' heads were spinning.
Pistol formation, 1st and 10 Chiefs, Texans 30-yard line. It's a shotgun snap to Mahomes. A handoff to Hunt, takes a tackle over the left tackle, the 30 to 25 on the painted numbers, the 20, and he calls his way to the 18-yard line of Houston. 2 gigantic runs, that for 12. Once before for 11. Another first down for the Chiefs, leading by 8. 6 to play in the fourth.
What a combo block by Travis Kelce. He popped the hip of Will Anderson, so that Joe Tooney could hook Anderson. They won the C gap. That's the gap between the tackle and the tight end. For the Chiefs now, the most important thing is getting any score and running clock.
18-yard line of Houston. Another first down for the Chiefs. In the shotgun, Mahomes. 1st and 10. There's the snap. The big handoff. Short throw dropped by Worthy, and then jumping on it was To'o of Houston. But they rule it incomplete on a short lateral throw. Belt high. Drop. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Clock at 5:32 in the 4th.
Big miss. That is not what you want to voluntarily stop the clock like the Chiefs did right there. They thought it was an easy pass, but you want to keep that clock moving. They're up by 8. So really, obviously, they want a touchdown, but field goal or touchdown, any score is fine to go up 2 scores.
18-yard line of Houston. Kansas City moving right to left in the red jerseys and white pants. 2nd down and 10. Mahomes in the gun. The snap, the drop back at 3. The pressure, the throw to the near sideline, caught by Kelsey at the line of scrimmage, and then he was double-teamed and taken down on the near sideline with no gain on the play. Timeout taken, Houston. Clock at 5:23.
Kevin Harlan and Ross Tucker here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Kansas City. Probably should have said my name first. Olivia Harlan-Decker is down the sidelines. Draw up a winning play with Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger will help your business cross the goal line. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Interesting there, Kev. That's about as early as you'll see a defensive coach, head coach call a timeout. 5:25. Still a lot of time left in the game, but D'Amico Ryans did not want that clock to keep spinning because he knows there's a very good chance you're going to be down 2 scores. If you're Mahomes here, you must reserve the right to kick a field goal.
Here we go. 3rd down and 10 to go for the Chiefs just inside the 18 of Houston. P. Ryan the back. Receivers in tight. Shot. They're bringing in. Here's the line drive throw. Leaping, backpedaling, two-handed. Helmet high catch on the sideline at the 7-yard line. Made by Worthy. They'll mark him at the 8. Now inside the 9. He's short of the first down by a yard or a half yard. So now it'll be 4th and about 1 for the Chiefs. They're going to go for 3. And the clock is ticking at 5 minutes in the 4th.
You got to kick it. This is the right decision. That was actually a dangerous throw. They're lucky that he caught it to keep the clock moving, but you absolutely have to go up 2 scores. No-brainer for Andy Reid.
Wind at his back. It'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt by Butker. Wind at his back. High snap, put down, kick is up, and it is perfect, and the Chiefs lead it 23-12. A lead of 11 with 4:38 to go in this 4th quarter. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kirk Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol Shaving Cream, delivering a quality shave at an honest value for over 100 years. So 4:38 to go. The Chiefs lead 23-12 over Houston. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
When you're in the thick of a project, Harbor Freight is the place that always comes in handy. Whether you're picking up something for your pickup truck or a power tool for your project, at Harbor Freight, your dollar always goes further. And these days, when everything seems to cost more, you can take pride in knowing that you get hard-working tools at hard-working prices. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I put on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Paramount Plus is your streaming home for the NFL playoffs on CBS. This weekend in the divisional round, presented by Intuit TurboTax, Josh Allen and the Bills host Lamar Jackson and the Ravens for a spot in the AFC Championship. Sunday at 6:30 Eastern, streaming live on Paramount Plus.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Well, if you're the Texans, what are you thinking right now? 4:36 to go, 4:38 to go here in the fourth quarter, and you trail 23-12.
So they're going to have to hustle now. Yep. Down 2 scores. You already used 1 timeout on defense there. So now they're going to have to get chunk plays, explosive plays. And now that we're under 5 minutes, they need to try to get out of bounds when they can.
So the Chiefs will kick off, and again they've had the wind at their back this entire fourth quarter on a night where Travis Kelce has had a spectacular continuation of his Hall of Fame career with another outstanding playoff performance with the kick out of the end zone. And they'll put it at the 30 with the touchback. Our score here at Arrowhead, Chiefs 23-12, 4:38 to go in the fourth, and you're listening to the NFL Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. At the 30, Texans 1st and 10.
Wouldn't be surprised at all, Kev, if the Texans are able to get one more score up on the board. The Chiefs will probably yield yardage slowly. What they really should do as much as possible is play outside leverage, not let the Texans get out of bounds on any outbreaking routes.
It's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stroud. Heavily pressured, grabbed, and sacked. Loss of 5 between the hash marks at the Texan 25. 2nd down and 15. Another sack for the Chiefs. Not a lot of breathing space for the Houston quarterback.
Man, I'm so frustrated. They had Dalton Schultz stay in to chip help for Blake Fisher, and he still got beat. Can't happen.
Karlaftis got him that time. 2nd down, 16 at the Houston 24. It's a pass to Schultz on the numbers at the 30. Brought down there by Nick Bolton. He picks up 6, making it 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 from the Texan 30. And with 2 timeouts, they are not huddling up. They are assembling at the line, and somebody jumped for the Chiefs, and flags are thrown.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Mike Dana on that line jumped. So the Texans tonight have missed an extra point and a field goal. If you put those 4 points on that 12, it is a much closer game.
There's also been several questionable calls, and really both sides. More have gone against the Houston Texans. This is clearly 4-down territory, obviously. 2 downs to get these 5 yards.
3:48 to go, 3rd and 5. Stroud in the gun is Texan 35. Arms outstretched, shotgun snap, 5-man rush, line drive throw, caught in stride 45. Up the middle goes Hutchinson to the 50, crossing the logo, and he's down to the Kansas City 48. 18-yard pickup. That play has worked all night long.
It has. It's the slot receiver running a skinny post.
Lining up again with no huddle. 1st and 10. Chiefs 48. Shotgun to Stroud. The pressure. He's grabbed. He dumps it off to a Goodwill ball, and he takes it by the 50 on the logo. He got back almost to the original line of scrimmage. He did. The 48 of Kansas City. No gain. It is 2nd down and 10.
Another missed blitz pickup there by the Texans. It just happens way too often for a professional football team.
2nd down 10. Chiefs 48. And back to pass after the shotgun snap. It goes to the quarterback, Stroud, who tries to run up the middle and tackled from behind and grabbed right there by Connor. And thrown for a 1-yard loss back to the Kansas City 49.
Don't love the awareness there from Stroud. You know, if you're only going to be able to run for a yard or 2, throw it away. You're better with an incompletion. The clock's finished.
6 sacks by the Chiefs. The Texan quarterback, 3rd and 11, 49 of the Chiefs. And Stroud gets the shotgun snap and throws a wobbly pass to the near side, over the shoulder catch. Schultz at the 30-yard line. He cracked it right in front of the Chiefs bench below us. 31 at Kansas City. What a catch and what a throw. 18-yard pickup.
Unbelievable. The best throw and catch of the day. He was double covered, and Stroud put it right on him. There might be some debate whether or not that's a catch. Andy Reid throwing the challenge flag. I like the decision.
He was still trying to get the ball. It had fallen from his shoulders down to his waist as he was trying to harness it, and he was double-teamed.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
This close-shave instant replay review sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Barbasol delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol.
It's all going to come down to when they believe he had possession. Do they think he had it when the left foot was still on the ground? Because clearly he had it when the right foot was on the ground, but then the left foot came out of bounds. So it's whenever they believe he had possession and whether or not it was when the left foot was on the ground. I got to tell you, Kev, I think they're going to overturn it.
Do you?
I don't think he had possession when the left foot was on the ground. It is close. Ooh, that is close. The ruling on the field matters a great deal in this. They might say it's not enough to overturn, but I can tell you this much. If they had ruled it incomplete, they sure as heck wouldn't overturn that either.
So they are looking at the replay. Clay Martin is talking with New York.
The ruling on the field does stand as called. There was a catch.
Wow.
It was an unsuccessful challenge.
And that ball was clearly moving, Ross. The ball was moving.
It's the right decision by Andy Reid to challenge that. It could have gone either way, but they're sticking with the ruling on the field. Like I said, I think if they had ruled it incomplete on the field, I think they would have kept that call too.
So the Texans are down by 2 scores. They trail by 11. They missed a field goal and an extra point. Otherwise, this drive would feel a lot different. They've got the ball, 1st and 10 after 2 18-yard receptions. 31 of the Chiefs, shotgun snap, 1st and 10. Stroud escapes trouble. Runs to the far side, throws down the far sideline, and it was caught by Collins. Caught by Collins on the far sideline with a myriad of Chiefs defenders around him at the 14 of the Chiefs and a pickup of 18. What a catch.
What a catch again. Back-to-back terrific catches, and he got out of bounds.
Shotgun snap, 13 of the Chiefs. Here's a quick throw. Grabbed on a slant at the 10, running down to the 5. Hutchinson caught the ball on the painted numbers, cut in toward the hash mark, got to the 5. Gain is 7. 2nd down and 3. Outside the 5 of the Chiefs, Stroud, shotgun snap, 2nd down. He's being pressured. He's hit and sacked again for the 7th time tonight. And Udike Azuma gets him right there, which takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:57 to go. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Texans on the move, trailing 23-12. You're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all 3. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Mornings can all start to feel the same. It's wake up, brush your teeth, go to work. Wake up, brush your teeth, go to work every day. So, if you're looking for a fresh wake-up call, look no further than Wendy's Breakfast. Try a breakfast Baconator with fresh cracked eggs, or a grilled sausage breakfast burrito, or maybe even a Honey Buddy. Doesn't matter what you go for, it's going to change your life. Okay, well, it'll at least freshen up your morning. Ready for a fresh wake-up call? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Back at Arrowhead, the unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. We have a 5-degree temperature with the wind chill. Into the wind going the Houston Texans, who are down 23-12, Ross, with 1:57 to go.
It's interesting because they were fully intent on getting a playoff before the 2-minute warning, and I understand why they wanted to do that. But again, it was the second time where it didn't feel like they really were settled. You know, it's almost like they were hurried, and both times when they did that, the 4th and 10, and that time they got sacked.
The wind is blowing so hard here, you can see the pants of our officials fluttering in the breeze. But that wind is right in the face of the Texans. Now with the Chiefs 13, 3rd down and 10. Stroud today 19-28, 245. Sacked 7 times. Ogunbowale is the back. Chiefs 13, 3rd and 10, shotgun formation. He gets the snap. They rush 5. He moves up, grabbed and sacked for an 8th time. Karlaftis gets him again. Back at the 17.
We didn't say Karlaftis' name one time until this drive, and now he's got multiple sacks on this drive, 3 altogether.
And C.J. Stroud is hobbling noticeably. They're going to go for 3, and then probably the onside kick. But they are helping Stroud, who is walking off the field under his own power, but limping noticeably from way up here. And now he's got his arms draped around 2 athletic trainers. He can barely walk.
And they had a tight end and a running back trying to block a very good defensive end in George Karlaftis. I hate it.
Here comes Fairbairn trying a 35-yard Houston field goal with 1:52 to go to cut into that Chiefs lead. Into the wind. Snap is good. Ball down. Kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. It goes to the sideline, where it's picked up by Hicks, and he runs out of bounds. The Chiefs have done it again. Reed blocked the kick. The Chiefs have done it again.
You've got to be kidding me, Kevin. I mean, special teams have killed the Texans in this game. Trying to see who got it.
It was Reed.
Reed got a great jump off the edge, but it's either Reed or Chanel who got the one against the Broncos. I'm looking at the hands there. Yeah, it was Chanel.
Oh, it was Chanel.
I
You're
think
right.
Reed got a fingertip, and then Chanel got it again, just like he did against the Broncos to win that game. Texans special teams have been anything but today.
Dave Taub, who's the special teams coordinator for the Chiefs, one of the best in the business, comes up with their second block kick of this season when it's mattered the most. So now the Chiefs will take over. Houston's got 1 timeout, 1:46 to go. With Mahomes in the gun, the 23 of the Chiefs, the shotgun snap, the handoff to Hunt, who goes over the right guard. And right up the middle to the 27 on a gain of 4. Timeout, the final one taken by the Texans.
The road to Super Bowl 59 continues tomorrow with the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax with 2 more games and a lot more action. Don't miss the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. Visit watch.nfl.com for the full schedule.
So Fairbairn, the kicker for the Texans, has missed an extra point. He's missed a field goal, and he had a field goal block. It has not been his best day.
And remember, the game started with them allowing a 70-yard kickoff return.
Yes.
I mean, just to beat the Chiefs, you can't beat yourself, and you can't lose special teams. You got to win that phase of the game. The Texans, no matter how valiantly they played on offense and defense, the unforced errors and the penalties and special teams just kill them.
The Chiefs go in the victory formation on that 2nd down and 6. Mahomes got the snap, went to a knee. The crowd can feel it. The clock is ticking down at 1:23. And the Chiefs are going to the AFC Championship game again. Lining up. Haven't played in 23 days, most of these veterans coming out. Travis Kelce had the game of his life. 8 sacks for the Chiefs defense. Karlaftis authored most of them. And again, under center is Mahomes, who gets the snap. He backpedals, now goes to a knee. The clock is ticking. One more play, and that'll do it. The Chiefs with the most sacks in a postseason game going back to 1994 against the Houston Oilers.
Wow.
When Joe Montana was the Chiefs quarterback and Marcus Allen was a Kansas City running back. They had 9 against the Oilers in 94. They have 8 today, 4 on that last drive.
Kudos to Andy Reid for win number 300.
Yes.
Joining George Halas, Bill Belichick, and Don Shula. He just used his timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. I think they're going to punt it away here with 15 seconds left to go.
So the Chiefs will host the winner of the Ravens and the Bills next week here in Arrowhead Stadium. And whoever they play, either one, it will be a war.
Yeah, it will.
It will be.
Although that team's going to have to get to a war tomorrow.
Boy,
that's going to take a lot out of whoever wins that game tomorrow. Game of the weekend in my mind.
Mahomes only had 16 completions tonight on 25 throws. That matches a season low. To punt is Ariza. Ariza is back inside the 5. Fourth and 15. Ariza gets the ball, runs into the end zone, and runs in the back of the end zone and out of bounds. With 9 seconds to go, it is a safety. And now the score is 23-14. Do you like that, Cole?
Well, here's why you do it, right? Number 1, they took 6 seconds off the clock. Number 2, it's still a 2-score game. So the safety gives the Texans 2 points, but it's still a 9-point game, and now it allows the Chiefs to have a free kick, whereas if they tried to punt it, there was some chance of a blocked punt for a touchdown, then an onside kick, then a Hail Mary. This eliminates any of that. Now they can just have a free kick.
So the score, and if you're watching at home, they've got the wrong score up there. It is 23-14, and they're going to put 2 more seconds on the clock, so they have 11 seconds to go in regulation with a 23-14 Chiefs advantage.
Kevin, this game reminded me a lot of pretty much every other Chiefs game ever. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, the score, the fact that they didn't play great a lot of the game, but they made the critical plays. They didn't make the critical mistakes. They got a couple nice breaks. They made the plays on special teams, blocked the kick. This has been Chiefs football in 2024.
Karlaftis had 3 sacks. Kelsey caught 7 for 117. And the kickoff will come from the 20 for Harrison Butker with the wind at his back. And he will boot it. And it will land at about the 12, roll to the 10. It'll get picked up right there by Pierce, who runs to the 20, up the middle, and the clock is down to 7 seconds. And Stroud will hobble back out onto the field for the Texans, down by 9 with 7 seconds to go. So the Chiefs will get to the AFC Championship game again. Last year, they had to go through Buffalo, win there, and through Baltimore, and win there to make the Super Bowl. And Stroud will go to a knee, and that is it. And the Chiefs, with the countdown on, zeros on the clock, and the Chiefs will advance to their 7th consecutive AFC Championship game as they beat the Houston Texans 23-14.
Really incredible, Kevin. I mean, they had 230 yards today. Their fewest in any game this year in which the starters played and yet they won by 2 scores. They just know how to win and make the winning plays when necessary, and maybe more importantly, they don't make the critical errors that it seems like their opponents make against them over and over again.
Well, that's what a champion does, right? I mean, they've had the target on their back all season long, but they come up big today when it mattered the most, and this was a very close game. One time it was 13-12, with Mixon getting a 13-yard touchdown run, and then the extra point was missed. So we were 1 point away from tying this game early in the second half. But then the Chiefs got a 12-yard, making an 11-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey. They got a 27-yard field goal, and they blocked a field goal attempt by the Texans on a tough day for Fairbairn, the kicker for Houston. And the Chiefs win it 23-14. The quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, was 16-25, 177 yards. And now, let's take you live to the field with Olivia Harlan-Decker.
Thank you. I'm with running back Kareem Hunt. Kareem, you got here in September. You didn't go through the start of the season with these guys, and yet you find yourself here. Was this on that vision board when you joined the Chiefs?
Oh, most definitely. You know, when I signed back here, I knew we were going to be contenders, and I just kept a clear mind and just trained every day just hoping to get a chance. I didn't have a training camp. I didn't have OTAs, none of that. I just, worked my butt off with my track coach, Matt Luck.
With your track coach, I love that. Well, you have a way of finding the end zone in every postseason game. Didn't you know that 5 postseason games you scored in every one? What little magic do you bring to the playoffs?
I just got to thank the man above, man. Honestly, I just work hard every day, and if I get the opportunity to get around the end zone, I'm going to make sure I finish it. So I'm grateful for being healthy and being able to find that end zone.
Obviously, this is your second run with the Chiefs, but last time, Patrick Mahomes wasn't here. What's it like being with playoff Pat?
It was great. Patrick Mahomes was here, but Alex Smith was here too. So, it's great to, see him in his element, man. He's a winner. He's a heck of a player. That touchdown pass, honestly, I don't think any other quarterback could have made that pass falling down like that.
You guys faced a lot of adversity this season on offense, especially with the injuries and even 4 starting left tackles, and there was just a lot to contend with. How have you made it this far, and how are you even healthier and better than ever right now?
Honestly, I say the culture, man. We find a way to win, and no matter what, it's next man up. Everybody has to do their job, and, we got guys in the building who can do that.
Good luck next week. 7th straight AFC championship for this Chiefs team. First one for you back here. That's pretty cool.
That's amazing, man. I'm so happy.
Thank you, Kareem.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. The Chiefs come up a winner in the divisional round against the AFC South Division champion Houston Texans. 23-14 is the final. Mahomes today, with the win, ties the legendary Joe Montana for second place with the most playoff wins. This will be number 16 for Patrick Mahomes, and Olivia was right. It was Alex Smith who was here when Hunt was here before, making the playoffs. Now it's Mahomes, and Mahomes has had this incredible run. 16 playoff wins, ties Montana. Tom Brady, by the way, number 1 at 35. And again, Mahomes, Ross Tucker did not throw an interception.
And that's the key. He came into today doing a terrific job in that regard. He hadn't thrown an interception in a long time. 237 attempts coming into today, and then he threw it again 25 more times today. He's well over 250 passes in a row without an interception.
Actually, the number 262, and that is a Kansas grad correcting an Ivy League grad.
I said well over 250.
Well, okay. Again, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know why?
Let me bask in just a little bit of.
In fairness to you, I saw that it was 25, and I saw it was 237. I couldn't do the math that quick. So I just went with the vaunted well over 250.
Yeah. Well, it should be noted that Kansas is an Ivy League school in the Midwest. All right. Final again, Chiefs 23-14 over the Texans. We'll continue with more of our post-game show from Arrowhead. After this, you're listening to the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all three. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Hey, I'm Brett Podolsky, co-founder of The Farmer's Dog. We make fresh food for dogs. We started the company when we saw what a huge difference it made in my own dog, Jada, when she stopped eating ultra-processed kibble and started eating fresh, whole food. The Farmer's Dog food isn't fancy. It's just real food delivered to your door in pre-portioned packs. It's better for them and easier for you.
Get 50% off your first box at thefarmersdog.com/trial50. That's thefarmersdog.com/trial50.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and a member FDIC.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
We're back at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where the Chiefs have just beaten the Houston Texans 23-14. With a reminder, part 2 of our NFL Divisional Playoff doubleheader on Westwood One coming your way, with Washington Commanders in Detroit to take on the Lions. Right here on most of these same Westwood One stations. You can also listen on the NFL app. You can listen on Alexa-enabled devices or online at our website, westwoodonesports.com. Final 23-14 Chiefs. Let's now take a look at the final stats, sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Now Taxes is getting a TurboTax Live expert to do your taxes for you. Now this is Taxes. Mahomes 16-25, 177. Had an 11-yard touchdown pass that went off to Kelsey. 16th playoff win for Mahomes, tied for Montana's number 2 all-time record of 16. Brady number 1 at 35. And Mahomes and Reed in home playoff games, Russ 11-2. I mean, this combination is legendary, and there's no end in sight the way they go.
It's a terrific point. They're not slowing down. You look at the numbers for all these guys in the playoffs, in particular Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce, and it almost doesn't seem real. I mean, they are doing things that we have rarely seen before. I mean, Mahomes is passing Joe Montana in stats. He's on his way towards Tom Brady. Travis Kelce, of course, has already passed Jerry Rice in playoff receptions. Now he's on his way in terms of yards and touch. I mean, Jerry Rice Kev. He played 20 years.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice was my whole childhood. I mean, on Jerry Rice, and Travis Kelce's out here breaking some of his records. It's incredibly impressive.
Am I right? Rice played till he was 42 and finished up with Seattle. Does that sound right to you?
Yes.
I need to look it up, but I just, off the top of my head, that's what's coming to mind.
And I believe, Kev, Jerry Rice played in that 84 Super Bowl. I think that was his first year. Maybe it was 85. When I was like 6 years old, when I was a rookie, he was still in the league. He was still playing. 85 was his first year, so he missed the 84 Super Bowl. And then 2001, 2002, to think about the amount and volume of playoff games he played in, and for Travis Kelce to have more receptions than him, it's just super impressive.
Unbelievable. Kelce tonight, 7 catches, 117 yards. He had a catch and run of 49 that was just incredible, with a couple of broken tackles along the way. He's made his money by finding a pocket, getting open, and then yards after catch. Worthy at 5 for 45. Hunt on the ground, 8 carries for 44. Mahomes had a run of 15 in this contest. And Stroud did not play badly at all tonight. He had a read of 19 of 28 for 245, no touchdowns or no picks. Mixon had a touchdown run of 13. 18 carries and 88 yards. Collins, 5 for 81 in terms of receptions. It's hard not to think what Houston would be like if they had their full allotment of receivers. The Chiefs are healthy. They were injured early. Now they've got everybody back. The Texans lost Diggs and they lost Tank Dell. If you had those two guys on this field, not that we're saying anything about the outcome, but Houston would have looked a lot different.
Yeah, and I think right now Houston's probably kicking themselves in the locker room. I mean, they had so many opportunities in this game. You know, it felt like they outplayed the Chiefs for a large portion of this game, but the mistakes, the penalties, the self-inflicted sacks, the things that you just can't do, having tight ends, blocking defensive ends multiple times in this game, which is never going to happen. There's just a lot of things that the Texans are going to have a tough time watching when they look back on this game.
By the way, the only teams to win 8 consecutive playoff games, the Chiefs have won 8 straight. The Packers from 61 to 68 won 9. And, of course, the New England Patriots between 2002 and 06 won 10 straight. And Ross mentioned this earlier, and it is worth repeating. Win number 300, regular season and postseason combined, for Andy Reid, 300 wins, and he's got names like Shula and Belichick ahead of him. George Halas, one of the founders of the NFL. I mean, just truly amazing where Andy Reid is.
And honestly, Kevin, this is not me being a prisoner of the moment. I really do believe we need to start to have the conversation, especially if they win another one and win 3 in a row, about Andy Reid as the best coach ever. You think about all the guys he won with in Philadelphia. Didn't win a Super Bowl, but got to a lot of championship games, got to a Super Bowl. You know, even backups coming in that are all then end up getting paid elsewhere. A.J. Feely and Kevin Cobb. Then he comes here, has success with Alex Smith, and obviously what he's done with Mahomes is just insane.
Okay, quickly, a preview of tomorrow night's game, because that winner between the Ravens and the Bills will come to Arrowhead next Sunday.
Going to be
for the AFC Championship game.
Absolute battle. You know, I thought coming into the postseason there was probably 5 teams I thought had a pretty good chance to go to the Super Bowl and win it. The only 2 playing against each other this weekend are the Ravens and the Bills. I think the Ravens are a little bit more talented, a little bit better than the Bills, but the Bills are playing at home, and we've seen Josh Allen put that Superman cape on time and time again. We'll see if he can do it again tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern.
Ross, I say this every time we work together, and we've worked a lot, but I enjoy it thoroughly. You're such a pro. I listen to your podcasts. I watch you on with Dan Patrick. Everything you tackle in the NFL is informative and well thought out and researched, and you bring that to this broadcast on Westwood One every single time, and a real honor to work with you.
Well, just to hear you say that gives me chills. I have such adoration for your passion and your energy. I love watching or listening to you call anything. The only issue for me when I'm doing a game with you is sometimes I'm just listening to you and I forget I need to talk because it's my turn.
You had to tonight. I appreciate the help. As we're a little under the weather, we thank you for that. Now let's take you back to our headquarters and go to our host, the voice of the NFL, Scott Graham, in our Westwood One studios. Scott?
I thank you very much, guys. Feel better, Kev. End of a very, very intriguing game that was played here between these two teams. Kansas City Chiefs, as they pointed out late in this one, fully healthy. Houston Texans not. The Chiefs a team that goes into ball games and figures out a way to win them, even if they don't dominate. Well, they took that to a completely different level in this one today. Playing at home, this one started out with a Nico Remigio kick return on the opening kickoff of 63 yards. It got him into Houston territory, but he fumbled the ball. Samaje Perine recovered that fumble, though, and Kansas City, holding on to the possession, could only move it 1 yard. They got a Harrison Butker field goal, and just over a minute into the game, Kansas City had a 3-0 lead. Houston countered with a Kaimi Fairbairn 30-yard field goal at the end of a good drive to tie the game at 3, but Butker tied the score with a 36-yarder late in the first to make it a 6-3 Kansas City lead. Flash forward now to the second quarter. You remember the glory days of when things were going right for the Kansas City Chiefs, especially in the postseason. And that was when people were turning around and saying to one another, how could Travis Kelce be so wide open? Well, in a 6-3 ball game, it happened once again, and it yielded big dividends.
So from the 45 of the Chiefs, 2nd and 10 for Kansas City, leading by 3. It's a shotgun snap and a 5-man rush, and Mahomes throws down the middle, caught by Kelce, 40. Between the hash marks, he breaks a tackle, 35. Breaks another tackle, 30. He's on the near side, 15. Stiff arms his way to the 10. Comes down the near side to the 5. Tackle there. 49-yard catch and run by Travis Kelce up the middle, where he finds room and a first and goal for the Chiefs.
I thought they said he couldn't run after he caught the ball anymore.
Well, apparently he can, Ross, because that was the longest catch and run that he had this season and the longest in the postseason in his career. And it set up Kansas City to do what they do best, which is cash in on great field position.
Hunt is the back. Mahomes in the gun. Inside the 1. 3rd and goal. Arms extended. Mahomes moves his receiver. It's a shotgun snap. It's a handoff to Hunt. Got a block from Kelce. Touchdown with the Chiefs scoring right there on a 1-yard touchdown run by Kareem Hunt. And the Chiefs extend their lead with 4.5 to go, 12-3 over Houston.
13-3 after the extra point. As it turned out, though, that was the last time the Chiefs were going to have the ball in their possession for a really, really long time. Kaimi Fairbairn hit on a 48-yard field goal before halftime to make it a 13-6 game at the break. And then the Texans took the opening possession of the second half and put together what could only be called an epic drive. That's what they call it when it's 15 plays. That's what they call it when it's almost 10.5 minutes long. Once again, even with a couple of those telltale penalties that bothered them all game long, they fought through. They got big first downs, and then, ultimately, as the third quarter was already starting to wind down, they found pay dirt.
And the Texans down by 7. They've had it the entire third quarter. 4.5 to go. 13 of the Chiefs. I formation. 1st and 10. Handoff. Mixon goes by the 10. Got a block at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Mixon with a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point from tying the game. What a drive. What a drive to begin the second half in Kansas City for the Houston Texans.
But that extra point from Kaimi Fairbairn missed wide to the right. So it was still a 1-point game with Kansas City on top. Well, the Chiefs got the ball and tried the best they could to answer that drive from a drive beginning in the third quarter and spanning over into the fourth quarter. It took them 13 plays to march 81 yards. And, by the way, this drive took more than 7.5 minutes. From the 11-yard line, it was time for our Wrangler highlight of the game.
Inside the 12 of Houston, Kansas City 3rd and goal, leading by 1 fourth quarter. Mahomes in the gun, receivers in tight. He gets the knee-high shotgun snap. He's grabbed and he throws as he's being tackled. And it was caught in the end zone by Kelce. What a grab by Kelce. But what a play by Mahomes. 11-yard touchdown pass as he was being dragged from behind and threaded the needle, and there he found the belt buckle of Kelsey, who catches it 5 yards deep in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That is the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler for the ride of life. If you are of a certain age and you can't quite picture what we were just listening to, go back in your head to the Sea of Hands play. Kenny Stabler getting taken down from behind by Vern Den Herder, falling forward. His was more of a floating throw that Clarence Davis wrestled away from the Dolphins in the back of the end zone, but this one was a laser right to Travis Kelce, an incredible play by Patrick Mahomes, and with the extra point, it was still a one-score game, but an 8-point lead for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs' defense had to stand up. Houston had been moving the ball regularly and did early in the fourth quarter, but they were faced with a fourth down. What turned out to be Kansas City's secret weapon all day kept the Texans away from the end zone on this drive.
Lining up quickly, 4th and 10, with the Texans at the Kansas City 40, the shotgun snap. Here comes a 5-man rush, running for his life, Stroud. Karlaftis has him, and Karlaftis brings him down for the Chiefs. Way back at the Houston Texans 44. What defense by the Chiefs on one of the most important drives of the game. They lose 16, and on downs it goes to Kansas City, and look where they're going to start.
As it turned out, that drive didn't go anywhere, but the next time the Chiefs had the ball, they got in range for Harrison Butker's 27-yard field goal that made it a 23-12 game. Not much time left now for the Texans to get something done, which is 4:38 left to go. But again, they made a couple of very big plays, couple of very big catches. Dalton Schultz, one on the right sideline, Nico Collins, another on the left sideline. As time wound down on them, they had to figure out a way to score twice. And so they elected to go for field goal first, followed by the onside kick. But first, you got to hit the field goal.
Here comes Fairbairn trying a 35-yard Houston field goal with 1:52 to go to cut into that Chiefs lead. Into the wind. Snap is good. Ball down. Kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. It goes to the sideline, where it's picked up by Hicks, and he runs out of bounds. The Chiefs have done it again. Reed blocked the kick. The Chiefs have done it again.
The Chiefs have done it again is becoming a refrain we're getting used to around the National Football League, including win again at home. Ultimately, they stepped out of the end zone on a punt late to give us our final score, 23-14 the final in this game. Kansas City survives and advances again. And amazingly enough, they are going to be playing in a 7th straight AFC Championship game. That will be next Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium against the winner of the Baltimore Ravens-Buffalo Bills game that we've got for you here on Westwood One tomorrow evening. Now, what's still coming up tonight? The Detroit Lions, the other number 1 seed, trying to punch their ticket to the championship game once again. They've got to do it by getting through the Washington Commanders. This is a Commanders team that went to Tampa Bay last week and came up with a huge victory thanks to their rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, thanks to a big-time defensive play by the graybeard of their defensive unit, but a guy who has been a major part of what they've accomplished this year in Bobby Wagner. I talked with Bobby this week as he got ready for this playoff game. There was talk about the fact that he was dealing with an ankle injury and may not play. I asked him what the balance is for someone who is attempting to play in a game knowing they got to kind of shake it off because, after all, this is the playoffs.
I mean, you have to think everybody at this point is dealing with something, whether it's publicized or not. So it's more so just about how bad do you want to get what every team sets out to do at the beginning of the season. So I think everybody's just locked in and focused to try to make sure they're as healthy as they could possibly be for the game so they can kind of play their best.
You get into that situation of that game, the way it was played the other night, the way that it came down to the wire, big-time pressure, big-time drama. You're right in the middle of it, recovering a fumble. How much of that to you felt like Bobby Wagner from, I don't know if I want to say the old days, but Bobby Wagner in those years with Seattle?
I'm sorry. I have a rookie that is interrupting the interview for what reason? I'm not sure.
See, these are
sorry.
The rookies. You got to get these rookies in line.
You know, they just don't make rookies how they used to make them anymore. Now they come in. They throw a couple touchdown passes, and now they just think they can do whatever they want. basically. Sorry, I'm gonna ask him to repeat his question because you interrupted. So
you're playing in the middle of what you did the other night in Tampa Bay. Dramatic late game situations. You're falling on top of a big fumble. You're making big plays. How much of that felt like what it used to feel like in those days, and you were doing that in your early part of your career for Seattle?
It was just fun, man. I think the biggest thing is you remember those moments because of the people that you play with. And you know, when I was in Seattle, we were a very, very close group, and that made those games funner because of how close you were. And so, you know, I feel, you know, really close to this group too. So it's just fun, man. You know, when you have a very close team and in the city that has been, you know, itching to have a great team and a great ownership group, and just, you know, we come and we just all come together from the players in the city is just great.
You and your head coach go way back, and I'm assuming that's the reason, or that's the initial reason why you considered being part of this team. Tell me a little bit about how that relationship has been over the years.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we played together, obviously, in Seattle, and then, you know, he went off and did a lot of bigger and better things, and we've always stayed in touch, you know, whether cell phone, you know, we played each other a couple times, so we always just had the respect and admiration of one another, and so, you know, there was a couple times during a couple free agencies where, you know, we tried to reconnect, but it just didn't work out, and, you know, when we got this opportunity, we knew we would try it again, and you know, made it work.
Did he basically turn the keys of leadership of this defense over to you right away?
In essence, yeah, but I mean, I think regardless of any situation, I think you try to earn the respect. I mean, no matter what you've done over the course of your career, I think every year is new. You're walking into the building with new people, and me personally, I just feel like it's always the right thing to do to earn that respect and not just get it from stuff that you've done previously. It's like, you know, you can show better than you can tell.
When you take a look at this opponent, there's a lot of different ways that they can hurt you, a lot of different ways they can beat you. Tell me, first of all, what you're seeing from them on film.
They run a lot of formations. They run a lot of trick plays. They get very creative. They have talents all across the board: receivers, running backs, quarterback, tight end, linemen. They have it all, and you know, they do a good job of utilizing everybody and everybody's skill set. So I think this is going to be the week where, especially with them coming off of a bye, you know, you give them a week to cook up something that we've probably never seen before. It's going to be a good week to just read your keys and trust what you see, and you know, understand that there will be stuff that you haven't seen on film, and the more you're okay with that, the faster you'll react.
Is that kind of knowledge that you have from playing the position for so long, is that something you can pass along to your younger teammates as well in terms of, you know, potentially having surprises thrown at you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I try to share as much as I can. And, you know, I just think it helps with anybody that doesn't have experience or haven't been around the game, or, you know, just the first moments that they have. It's just how well do the veterans or the guys that's been around share their, you know, share their scars, share the things that went well, share the things that haven't went well. And so that's kind of the biggest thing.
How much of this, in terms of getting into the right positions that you need to be in for this game, obviously it's film study, it's scouting, but how much of it is going to be you reading that quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be all of it, reading the quarterback, reading the formations, key in the back. You'll have to see, you know, you have to be locked in on your keys, and the communication is going to be vital. They do a lot of motions. They do a lot of shifts just to, you know, distract you. And, you know, as long as you communicate on those shifts and motions, everything should be straight.
Bob, great talking to you. Thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Tough week for Bobby Wagner. He had to navigate his own quarterback trying to do that interview, and now he's got to deal with another quarterback in a very loud place at Ford Field coming up in just a couple of moments. Our final score from Game 1. Kansas City 23, Houston 14. You've been listening to the AFC Divisional Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. I want to thank our crew for this afternoon. Studio coordinator Art Martinez, studio producer Nick Pope. Production assistance provided by Garrett Bowl, Mike Strauss, and Dan Silverman. Our statistician Doug Strauss, our engineer Darrell Dawes, producer Larry Costigan. Coordinating producers Aaron Cummins and Brian Finkelstein, executive producer Mike Eby. The senior vice president of sports for Cumulus Media and Westwood One is Bruce Gilbert. Stay tuned. It is Game 2 of our NFL Divisional Playoff doubleheader. Coming up next, the Detroit Lions hosting the Washington Commanders. Kevin Kugler, Mike Mayock, and Laura Oakman are standing by. We'll have them for you in just a moment to bring you all the action. Then tomorrow, we've got another double dose of playoff action. First, the Los Angeles Rams battle the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. And that is followed by the battle between the two frontrunners for the MVP, or at least two of them, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Coverage of our doubleheader tomorrow begins at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on most of these stations, on the NFL app, Alexa-enabled devices, or streamed live for free on our website, WestwoodOneSports.com. From the Wildcard round all the way to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, the NFL playoffs are on Westwood One. Again, our final score from Arrowhead Stadium, the Chiefs 23, the Houston Texans 14. Now, for Kevin Harlan, Ross Tucker, and Olivia Harlan-Decker, I'm Scott Graham. Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to the NFL Playoffs on Westwood One.